Frankenstein's got a journal, Wolfman has a blog. Swamp Thing tweets from down in his bog. Pete and Nash read it all, and now they're trying to see what's going on with these Vampire Diaries. Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast, where a guy who has never seen the show watches the series with a super fan. I am the titular Petey. Let's just say I put the Petey in Vampire, but please call me Pete, and I'm here with my co-host and co-parent Ash. Hello, Ash.
Hello, Pete.
You got any pre-chat, bantery, anything?
I hope people liked our previous episode.
Ooh.
Our little side hustle kind of thing. What do you call it?
A bonus episode?
A bonus episode. That was fun.
It was. I like to read a good Stein.
Yeah.
We
both just like to read, so that's good.
We do. Wish there was more time for it.
Me too.
Hey, should we read these Vampire Diaries books at some point?
That would be good.
I don't know. Are they good?
I actually haven't read one. I'm a Vampire Diaries TV show super fan.
Yes, of course.
Let's be specific here.
Yeah, we might give them I don't want to read the Twilights.
I have the first Twilight, but I've never read it.
We should keep it on brand. We should keep it in the vampire family.
We could read like a chapter or something.
Yeah.
Or like some fan fiction could be fun.
Ooh.
You had different feelings about that.
Could be. Yeah, could be fun, I guess. All right, so tonight's episode, Season 1, Episode 10, The Turning Point.
Mm-hmm.
The Turning Point? I'm not so sure about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did spoilers already? Stefan and Elena, they already boned before this episode?
No.
Okay. Well, there's a turning point there, I guess.
Yeah, I think that was the turning point, and then also immediately after what Elena finds out about is another turning point.
Okay.
But the turning points were very, very late in the episode.
Yes. Well, we'll get there. Okay.
Yeah.
Cold open. All right. So the last episode ended with the weatherman, Logan, showing up at Jenna, Elena, and Jeremy's house, asking to be invited in. Jenna did not let him in.
Yeah, good for her.
And so we're there. Logan missed her. He was out of town. There's some talk of an email that he did or did not send.
Yeah, he obviously didn't send it. We knew he didn't send it. We knew that police sent it.
The whole needing to be invited in thing. Oh, hey. I had a thought.
Okay.
The whole needing to be invited in thing.
Yeah.
That is a trope of vampirism, right? And I think that's a good, smart rule that was baked into the vampire lore. Because it's kind of like freeze tag, Ash, or like regular tag, I guess. Not so much like freeze tag. It's like regular tag, Ash.
Okay. How?
Because if vampires were real, or if they're real or whatever, they would be able to just take over, right?
Yeah.
They'd be waltzing into people's houses, save for this rule. They'd be waltzing into people's houses while they were asleep. People sleep at night, vampires don't, you know?
Yeah.
Sucking necks.
Yeah, they would have free reign.
Turning vamps or killing everybody.
It would be over in like 1 second.
So there needs to be a home base. Literally.
Yeah.
So it's smart.
I know, it is smart. And on that same topic, it's funny that when Logan talks later about being a vampire and how he can't even get into his own house. And he can't
That is funny.
And he can't get invited in because he's the only person that lives there.
I would like to see that scene, maybe not in this, but that would be a funny scene in something else. So anyway, and then, Jenna dispatches Logan.
Yeah.
Logan looks like he's about to creep on an older gentleman who's taking his garbage out. But then Daphne, the jogger, jogs by, and Logan sucks her neck.
Yeah, he doesn't want to suck that old guy's blood.
Yeah, he was like, I will eat this old guy's blood, I guess. But then jogger Daphne,
yeah,
he does that instead. Logan's a vamp. We know that.
Yes.
The very thing he was trying to get rid of in Mystic Falls.
I know, it's so ironic.
The irony I wrote in my notes. Unless I thought, are there shapeshifters in here? Is this a shapeshifter who shapeshifted into Logan?
Well, you see later that
it's not.
It's not, yeah.
That might be like a not so great Pete-diction that happened in the moment.
That's okay. I'm glad you're thinking supernaturally.
Oh yeah, because
oh my gosh, sorry, our pug is snoring extra loud today.
If you have that on your bingo card, very loud pug snore, put a red dot on there.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you probably can hear it. Jeremy, we're into the main show. Jeremy is reading old journals. Mm-hmm. Jonathan Gilbert. Mm-hmm. It inspires him to pick his sketchbook back up, Ash.
I know.
Jeremy sketches.
He's doing so well. He's doing well in school. He's sketching again.
Mm-hmm. When will that end? When will he be like, where are my parents, by the way? Elena and Jenna are bonding over their little boy troubles. Mm-hmm. That's fun for an aunt and a
Yeah, I mean, they're practically sisters. They're not that far apart in age.
True.
Yeah.
Hey, did you notice that Stefan and Damon are clean shaven in this one?
I did notice that.
I bet you did.
We have a pretty big TV, and when I originally watched this show, I was thinking about how I either watched it like on my iPad, like the first iPad that ever came out. Those had very bad quality, and now you can see like every like pore in their face.
Yeah, which both of them great pores. They must be moisturizing or whatever correctly their T-zones.
But I was definitely noticing they were both clean shaven.
Yep, looking good. Amazing race joke. That's funny. Race of vampires, maybe?
Yeah, if they would win the Amazing Race.
Oh, they would whoosh from one place to the next so quick.
Exactly.
I don't exactly know what that show's about, but I think it's about whooshing around. Where are they going to go? They're like, oh, we need to move. We're going to go on a trip. We all know that they're not going anywhere.
I know.
I bet they were planning on going to Nolans, though.
I was going to say, where would you want them to go?
Nolans. Crossover with True Blood. Mm-hmm. Or maybe go up to Forks. Forks, Washington, or Forks, Oregon.
From Twilight?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Play baseball with those pasty-necked.
Sparkly guys.
Yeah. Where are they going to go? I bet nowhere, I said. I bet they're not going anywhere. All right, Sheriff Forbes rolls up another animal attack. They're like, we need to say it's another animal attack. Mm-hmm. It would be the scariest place to live. I'd be so scared.
That's so true.
Of animals.
I know.
I would see like a squirrel and be like, huh.
That's so funny. I never thought of that before watching this show.
I mean, they have hinted in the show, like, we're going to say it's another animal attack. Like, the town isn't going to believe it or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then they're saying it again.
Wow.
Caroline and Matt are all buddy-buddy.
Buddy-buddy at school. That's like their first time, I feel like, doing PDA. Even though they weren't, like, kissing or whatever, but they were flirting in front of others.
They used to call me PDA in high school because of all the PDA I was doing.
Oh, my gosh. Nuh-uh.
No, that's not true. Let's see. So Matt and Caroline who knows what they're talking about? They're talking about watching some show, but I don't even think they're talking about watching it together, right? Because he's like, you fell asleep. I don't know when you fell asleep. It's so confusing.
Yeah, they were trying to have some banter about watching shows together.
Yeah.
Which makes you feel like they've been hanging out a lot.
Didn't make sense.
But they were talking about Caroline was like, well, you maybe watch Family Guy.
Yes.
But then she was trying to describe some competition show or whatever. Yeah, it did not make sense.
Which brings me to my point about this conversation. You still think Matt is a good guy even though he watches Family Guy and makes his gal that he's talking to, future girlfriend, whatever, also watch Family Guy? You think that's a good guy? Wears his shoes in the bed.
Okay, Pete, we watched Family Guy together in college in the dorms, just so you know. This was a long time ago. If you're still watching Family Guy, I don't know what's happening, but when it was a brand new show, check it out.
If you're watching season 1, season 2 of Family Guy while it's airing, okay.
I'm always going to defend Matt.
Okay, well, then we can continue to have content for our podcast.
Very good.
Stefan thinks Damon.
Oh, wait, pause.
Yep.
When Caroline and Matt are chatting, Elena walks in with Bonnie, and Elena's like, Caroline and Matt, and Bonnie's like, yeah, they've been hanging out. And Elena's like, what? Where have I been? And Bonnie's like, well, Caroline just needs a good guy like him. And then Elena's like, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what? Why isn't she like my best friend and my ex-boyfriend since they were 3 or whatever?
Oh, yeah. They said they've been dating for 15 years or whatever.
Yeah, since they were -2 years old. Uh-huh. She's not even like a little bit like, oh, I wish Caroline would have talked to me first, or like, I don't know. Like, I think she should have had feelings about that.
I think she's moved on, Ash.
I mean, obviously she has, but still ex-boyfriends are off limits.
Not in Mystic Falls.
That's a girl code situation.
Well, the code has been cracked. All right, Stefan thinks Damon killed Jogger Daphne.
Of course.
But no, there's another vamp in town. And then they're like, and Stefan's like, I can't leave now. And I was like, mm-hmm.
Yep, we knew it.
Yep. He went on to his Southwest app, clicked X on the Nolans.
Do you think he's taking airplanes? He can swoosh around.
Can he really whoosh, like, to Nolans? Like, would it still take, like, an hour, you know?
I think he would need to do several whooshes.
Like, from Virginia. Well, yeah, probably whoosh to, like, a gas station. Get some combos. Hey, Ash.
Eat a squirrel.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay, so his road trip snack is like quick squirrel or like a rabbit or something. But Ash, what are your road trip snacks?
Sour candy, Cheez-Its, or goldfish.
What about a Bev?
Iced tea lemonade.
Nice.
Like a Snapple.
I'm a combos guy. I try not to eat combos in regular life because they look like little dog foods.
My brother literally told me it was dog food when I was little, and so I never ate it.
They're so delicious.
Why I still won't eat them.
They're very bad for you. They look like little dog foods. They're super delicious. Try not to eat them in real life. And then for Bev, I might do like a soda.
A Mountain Dew.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's totally a my dad move, though.
I know. Not anymore, though.
No, not anymore. I might do a soda because, again, on the road, there are no rules. It's kind of like Mad Max out there.
Yeah, you can have any kind of crazy snack.
Or I might do, like, a legit, like, energy drink.
Yeah.
Gotta do it. Because I'm always driving, by the way.
True. you need the caffeine.
I'm like, open the combos, please. Pour them in my mouth. All right, Stefan was waiting for Elena at school. Mm-hmm. That's cute. Right?
I know. And she stared at him for so long.
Mm-hmm. Matt and my buddy Ty. They were balling, Ash.
I know.
Did that look like a real court? No.
No, like a little half.
Someone put that up in the parking lot.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's fine. It was a little half court.
Tyler swooshed it, though. He got a 3-pointer over there.
The vampires are whooshing. Tyler's swooshing. According to Ash.
We're just spitting in our listeners' ears today.
Yeah.
Whoosh, swoosh, and Ash? Come on.
I don't like that. They seem pretty good. We've spoken about how people don't look great sometimes at their sport, the cheerleading.
Yeah.
The Shane Weston Walk to Remember. B-balling. Sometimes you don't look great. They look pretty good.
Yeah.
They played for 2 seconds. Legit. And I was missing B-ball, Ash.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
it's
sorry.
Like if I could jump in for a game of 33 or 21, as it is sometimes called with these dudes.
We can play pool basketball.
We can. I love a good game of pool basketball. Jeremy was sketching spookies.
He was.
That's my whole note.
Okay. Moving on.
Damon gets Caroline to locate the unknown vamp with the compass watch thing. I like a good relic.
I In Drag Race, they said relish they said relic instead of relish.
Yes, Derek Barry was
so
like...
we have to say we like a good relish.
Yeah, Derek was like, I relic seeing this shade go down or whatever. Yeah.
So you need to say the opposite.
I relic a good relic.
No, you relish. You like a good relish. Is what you should say.
I relic a good relish. Hey, when Damon entered the warehouse, Ash pointed out a spooky camera angle.
Yeah, from like down below looking up.
Yeah, that's a worm's eye view, Ash.
Oh, really?
You heard of a bird's eye view?
Yeah.
This is the worm's eye.
That's what it's really called?
Oh, yeah.
You made it up?
No, I did not make it up.
Oh, okay.
It's as real as bird's eye.
Yeah, I recognize it from like Goosebumps, the TV show.
Woof, 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 woof.
Call back to our last episode. And also, Nickelodeon had another scary show.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Definitely Are You Afraid of the Dark? And then there was another one. Crap, I can never remember
Ash,
the name of things.
did you ever watch Erie, Indiana?
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Was that
That was not
Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon because that was Gen Pop, Ash.
Because that's how you saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to say Erie, Indiana. I was like, it's the name of a town. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you so much. Pete knows the names of everything, which is why I can never remember anything because I just let him remember for me.
Woof, 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 woof. All right. It's Logan. He's the unknown vamp. We already knew that.
Yes.
He shoots Damon with a bunch of wooden bullets. Ouch.
He's the first vampire to be shooting a gun.
On ever? In history?
In this show that we're potting about.
Logan Fell was the first vampire to shoot a gun. So many vampires have shot guns.
No, I'm talking about the show, silly.
Okay, cool. Hey, I thought of another good term. Unless, have I said this on the pod before? I don't think so. We had Fangover. Mm-hmm. We had Fangnesia.
Yeah.
Okay, Logan, and I guess Damon.
We had brother daters.
Brother daters. All right, Logan in this, and maybe it's Damon, does some good vamsplaining.
Oh yeah, vamsplaining. That's
Vamsplaining. He's like, well, I was buried in the ground, and I had to figure it out on my own. Mm-hmm. Doing some vamsplaining. That's good.
It sounds like damsplaining, but it's vamsplaining.
Sounds like what?
Damsplaining.
No, it sounds like mansplaining.
I know, but
and now I'm mansplaining you my joke.
Oh gosh.
Ugh.
But
hey.
Okay, fine.
No, go ahead.
No, it doesn't matter.
I will pay
nope.
$20 to hear what you were gonna say.
Mm-mm.
All right.
What were you gonna say?
My next note.
Okay, say it then.
Hey, Logan is a freak. He likes killing people, is what I was gonna say.
He does.
He's got a whole He's got a whole bin of bodies. He's got like an IKEA bin.
Yeah, all kinds of legs and arms.
All right. It's career day. It's career day, Ash. Hey, Forbes at career day.
Okay, pause. Tell me about your career day experience.
I don't even know. I don't have anything jumping out about career day. Obviously, we had career days of different sorts. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Oh, I am having a memory. I don't know if this was career day or just like, hey, you're involved with TV productions in high school. Mm-hmm. But some guy came to talk to some TV prod students. Mm-hmm. I was one of these students. And he was like trying to talk about how cool he was and all the stuff he was doing. And then he showed us a clip from his movie he made. Mm-hmm. It was so bad. We were like, oh, cool. We can make this movie like you. Awesome.
Great. I don't feel like we had career day when we were in high school. We had like college fair, but we probably should have had career day instead. You can go to many, many colleges to find out what kind of career you want to do. But if you went to career day, then you would like have a focus for going to college, and it would help you pick the college you wanted to go to.
Yeah, and also,
not just like, I want to go to this place because it's warm. Or whatever.
Yeah, I want to go to Frostburg because I hear they party.
Right, like you should have a career day so you can know what you're going to college to
But
learn.
also, what if at career day they were like, "Hey, as a welder, you can make like $50 an hour." Like, and some people would be like, "I could party as a welder also. I don't have to go into college debt to party."
Man, you must love partying.
I love party. I love to party. What's my shirt says lifelong vacation.
That's true.
I'm always on a party schedule. But no, like, what if they were like, what if a career fair, career day, career fair?
Career day, college fair.
What if they like made good jobs that exist in the world attractive, not just like, hey, go to college for this?
You know what they should actually have instead of both of those things? You should play a real, like a life-sized game of life.
Ooh.
And you like walk, like, and it was set up in your college gym or your high school gym or whatever. And they were like, okay, do you want to go to college or do you want to not? And then you like take your path and then you learn from there. That would be fun. And then at the end you're like, and you have this much debt. And you're like, oh man, I got to pick a different path.
Are you going to Millionaire Acres or the poorhouse?
Yeah.
Just like real life.
How many kids did you get? Oh no, you don't have insurance. Try again. You can learn a lot from the game of life. Like, I think that might be the catchphrase.
Yeah, no, it's you can be a winner.
Oh, it should be you can learn a lot.
Yeah, or at least it should be. Most people will lose this game.
That's sad.
Oh yeah, hey, at career day, Forbes quote: "For right now, there's nowhere safer than a crowded public place." What?
That's the opposite of us.
How
right now.
times have changed.
Yeah.
So hey, is everyone else watching shows like can't do that, can't do that? Like there was
or even commercials or whatever.
Well, yeah, commercials have been more on point.
They're getting more current.
But if you're watching any sort of show that's hasn't been made on Zoom or whatever, like I'm seeing like a couple of sodas and like a chip bowl out at the career fair. Like can't do that.
Yeah. You can't. I know, it's so different. Even like our kids have watched the show and been like, what? They can't play together? They have germs.
Yeah. The only show we let them watch now is PJ Masks.
Good joke. They wear their masks wrong, I think, though. PJ Masks.
I know. They have
Same as Batman.
They have their nose out. So at career day, for some reason, Ty is looking at a sketch that he has done. Mm-hmm. What career is that? Your own sketch you did?
It would make sense if it was like a club.
Yeah.
And they were like, join this club at our high school. But it was career day. Yeah, it didn't make sense.
And then also, like, he walked away from the sketch, and so Jeremy looked at it.
Yeah, and then he was like, oh, Tyler Lockwood is good at drawing. We can be friends. We have similar interests.
It set that plot in motion, but at what cost?
Yeah.
Didn't make sense.
Didn't make sense. It would have made sense if he like walked by a poster hanging on the wall of the school and was like, oh, that's your work?
Or if Ty was at
I like how you're committed to calling him Ty.
My buddy Ty. If he was at a graphic design firm's booth and was like, hey, here's a poster I designed for the whatever club that I designed for my football team.
Like he was holding it to show them?
And he was showing the graphic designer. And then Jeremy walked up and was like, I like graphic design. He's like, oh, your stuff's cool.
Right. Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Ooh, is that way better? Mm-hmm. Could I write for this show?
Yeah. If you have the time machine.
Jeremy wants to befriend Ty.
Yeah, we just said that.
But why?
Because he doesn't have friends.
Oh, yeah. And also
he's like,
he's been
this is one of the people I know.
And he's been glamored. He's been cajoled. What is it? I said two wrong things, and now Ash can't think of the real thing.
Yeah, you do that to me all the time. Compelled. Jeez, took me so long. I kept being like cajoled in my
It'd
head.
be better if it was cajoled. All right, and what is it again?
Compelled.
Instead, they fight. He wants to be friends, but they fight.
I
Because
know.
Ty is talking that booty chatter about Vicky.
Tyler is always mad.
He is always mad. I think we learn why. Parenting. Okay. Hey, so then Matt, who's he talking to? Elena? Mm-hmm. Basic dudes had the jean jacket with the sheep's wool collar. Mm-hmm. It's like the guy equivalent of the lightweight fleece North Face.
The girls had that?
Yeah.
I thought everyone had the lightweight fleece.
Yeah, guys had it too, but the girls, all right, there's like it's all fleece and then there's a panel of black.
Every single girl in my sorority from New Jersey had that jacket.
Yes.
And Uggs to match.
Yep, that was the era we were living in.
And I didn't have either one.
And I never had that jean jacket.
Well, there we go.
In fact, Ash, I need a jean jacket, Ash.
Right now?
Well, no, because it's hot.
But like in your life?
Yes, I've never had a jean. I keep saying jean jacket, but it's actually jean jacket. I've never had a jean jacket. In high school, they used to call me
Dr. Jean Jacket?
Yeah.
Instead of Dr. Jean Grey? Look at me woman-splaining my joke to you now.
I think that I could pull off a jean jacket. I've never had one, though. My friend Joe Huba, he can wear a jean jacket. He's good at it.
You absolutely could wear a jean jacket.
I know I've never had one, though.
All right, well, buy one.
It's true. It's that easy. Stefan, he's prowling around career day. Mm-hmm. Talking to Elena.
I feel like he's just constantly leaning on walls.
Yeah, he just finds a different wall.
He's just like posing right here. And
He
posing
leans
right
on one wall, whooshes over to another.
No, he's not whooshing in this bull.
But he and Elena talk about their future. Mm-hmm. Elena's like not seeing a future with him.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about moving around all the time.
Yeah, he's talking about like how in his life or death, I guess, he was really interested in lots of things and he'd had a whole bunch of different kinds of jobs, but he couldn't stay in them long because eventually people would notice he wasn't aging like everyone else.
Yeah.
And so then she's just like kind of applying that to herself, like, well, after how many years are you going to leave me is what she's thinking, but she doesn't actually say those words. Because no one ever says what they're really thinking in these shows.
No.
But it is interesting that he wanted to be a doctor originally, but then became a vampire and couldn't do that.
Yeah. He'd be too H for B.
Yeah. He would be. Yeah, everyone would know he was a vampire immediately. Or he would have to, them to help them forget.
Compel.
Yes.
Cajole. I wonder, I don't know how old these friends get in this show. There's still 100 more episodes or whatever. But there could be like a Benjamin Button sort of scenario where Benny Butts, he was getting young, and Gwyneth, right? She was in it. She was getting older, so there was like some scenes where, or was it Gwyneth? No, it was what's her face? I don't know. But anyway, Brad Pitt was like in his prime of his life, looking young, and then it wasn't Gwyneth Paltrow, but whoever it was getting a little older. They were cool with that. Mm-hmm. So it could be like a older Elena and Stefan's still young hottie.
Well, Elena's like saying that she, like later on, she always changes her mind. So does he.
Yes.
But
every episode they fully 180.
Several times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also at career day, Elena was showing neck.
Yeah.
That's a tease for a vamp. Kate Blanchett.
Okay.
Yes or no? Ash is looking it up.
Yes.
Yep.
And Benjamin Button. She takes a scarf off her neck at school. So she's like just constantly flaunting her neck around.
Well, and I think this episode had so much scarf putting on and scarf taking off. So much. I have that note later.
Oh, yeah. I noticed it too.
All right, and Logan shows up to career day. This is a very popular. All these things. It's Halloween. It's the meteor. Mm-hmm. Do I say no? Comet. I knew it was not
Meteor.
I know. I knew it was not. I knew it was comet because
Meteor.
I'm not going to say it again, but I knew it was not that because I could not have been a whole episode saying meteor. That would not have flown. That was episode like 2 or whatever. We would have canceled the pod.
Oh my gosh.
All right, but this is a very popular career day.
This is a small town. What do you not understand? Everyone goes to everything because they don't have anything else to do.
All right, fine. I won't say anything ever again.
Okay. All right. Good night.
No. Wants to walk around in the day. He's like pressing up these bros. Like, how can I walk around? I'm glad none of them talked about the ring.
No, yeah, but they showed Damon being like,
Yeah, like a newly married guy twirling his wedding ring around.
I wish that Logan was like, it's that dumbass ring you're wearing, I bet.
Yeah, it's either that or when you take it off, you look old. I don't know.
Because he doesn't know anything, because he didn't have anyone to raise him, which is kind of sad. Like, we've heard about and we've seen how hard it is to turn into a vampire with Vicky.
Yeah.
And he had to do that, like, in the wild alone. So
can't even go back to his bachelor pad.
Yeah, so that's why he's, like, real mad and, like...
He's so mad.
He has no self-control at all because no one taught him.
He was a mad guy, though, before that.
I mean, yeah, he's not a good guy.
And everything gets heightened. Yeah. Right?
Well, he doesn't know to drink hot coffee. He doesn't know to drink alcohol.
He probably got, like, iced and was like, ugh.
This doesn't work.
I mean, I like it better, but it's not helping me.
But my skin is still cold to the touch.
Yeah, I mean, Saltzman in the house. He's there, too.
Who?
Well, that makes sense.
Who?
Alaric.
Yes.
That makes sense because he's a teacher, so he should be there.
Yeah, he should be at the little thing.
And, like, halfway through my notes, I'm like, this episode's moving so quick. Mm-hmm. So much stuff was happening. Also, it was a short episode. It was 39 minutes long.
Yeah, and that includes the intro and outro.
Yeah, which usually it's got to be at least 42.
Yep. Oh,
they must have had, like, big commercials. Oh, they were like, episode 10, we're getting some good ratings. We're having big commercials. Caroline wants to be a weatherman.
No, she doesn't.
No, she wants to do broadcast journalism.
Yep.
Okay.
That's good. I like that she's like, I mean, she is very much like, this is what I want to do, and I'm the boss, and I'm in charge, and la la la. So it's good that she walks in and is like, this is what I want to do.
She'd probably be good at it.
But her mom was not here for it.
No.
She was like, you don't even read the news.
Yeah. You should be a sheriff.
She didn't say that.
No. Logan confronts Sheriff Forbes. Forbes was the one who buried him, apparently.
Yeah, I think like her team of people or whoever. Her secret police force.
Yeah, the forefathers or whatever. And mothers. They buried him. We still don't know, even at the end of the episode, who turned him.
Correct.
But we might learn. We'll see some... I got stuff about that later.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So Logan is like, oh, Caroline, I'll give you a ride home. Oh, good. I have questions about being a weatherman.
And we find out all in like the span of 10 seconds that Sheriff Forbes has known, I want to call him a weatherman again.
Logan?
No. Yeah, just because you keep putting the wrong things in my head. Sheriff Forbes has known Logan since he was 6.
Yeah.
And then Caroline approaches like she's supposed to be like all like a fan of his, but then he's like, come on, I used to babysit you when you were little. So then they like immediately put in like why she would be getting in his car and why they would be comfortable together without it being weird. But it was weird as the viewer because we knew he was a naughty vamp.
He's a naughty vamp. Yes, they did so much of that sort of thing. They were like, Caroline never has mentioned broadcast journalism, wants to do broadcast journalism. Logan's a weatherman, gets in the car, known each when you were 6, blah, blah, blah. There's so much of that.
And it was like rapid fire, just for like a real quick payoff. But he did slam her head up against the window, like really, like, ah.
Yeah, he crunched her head on the window.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like that.
She passed out immediately.
Mr. Lockwood. Okay, so Ty and Jeremy start scuffling, and Mr. Lockwood like pulls them out in the back, like, "All right, guys, fight," and I want to watch.
Well, yeah, and he lied to Alaric because Alaric was like, "Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, where are you taking them?" Because
he's the mayor.
Yeah, and Alaric is the teacher at the school, so he feels like responsible for the kids.
Yeah, and then he's like, but also BFFs with Jeremy.
Yeah, and Tyler is the guy's dad, so he's like, is this going to be fair for one guy's dad?
Yeah.
To take him out, and then Jeremy has like no one to represent him or whatever.
If my son's fighting a guy, me and my son, we're gonna go fight the guy.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what Alaric might be thinking. Like, what the heck? And so. When he goes out there, it gets weird. It gets weird.
And Alaric, has some words for Lockwood.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say it, and how Mayor Lockwood was like, everything needs to end with a handshake.
Yeah, that's weird. That was weird anyway.
Because he was lying.
I mean, that lie was weird, but even if he was telling the truth, that's also weird.
Yeah.
No, all fights don't have to have a handshake, but also fights.
Also germs. Gross.
Ew, yeah. And they should be 6 feet apart wearing masks. Just yelling.
Yelling at each other?
But in different directions.
Man, do you think there's less fights now?
I bet there's so many more.
Oh.
Wear a mask. No. All right, fight. I don't want to fight you. You're not wearing a mask. I don't want to get your
germs. Gross. Go away. Run.
So Logan was going to turn Caroline into a vamp, but then the bros GTA him. Grand Theft Auto, the video game. Oh. They pull him out of the car.
Yeah, snatch him up.
And shoot him a bunch also.
Mm-hmm, with wooden bullets.
And
Stefan whooshes Caroline to safety.
Yeah, and then like they mention some other vamps around, I guess. There's some.
Yeah, Logan does.
Yeah.
The whole time Damien's been trying to figure out how Logan got turned into a vampire, because Damien knows he killed Logan.
Yes.
And Damien did not intentionally turn him into a vampire, and he's like, you had to have had vampire blood in your system before I killed you to be turned into a vampire.
Yeah.
And I didn't give you vampire blood, so somebody else must have had. And I don't know any of the vampires that are giving you vampire blood. So he's been trying to figure it out. But Logan won't tell him until Damon's about to rip his head off with a tire iron.
Yeah.
And then he's finally, was it a tire iron?
Yes.
And then,
say this 3 times fast. Vampire Diaries tire iron.
Vampire Diaries tire iron?
Yes, all right.
You have to kind of mumble it to get it out.
There's more vamps that we don't know about.
Yeah, so then he was like, well, I do know who turned me.
Yeah, meet me at the old church.
Yeah, so he doesn't tell him right away, but he's like, I know. Somehow he knew that's what Damon wanted. I don't know. But he's like, meet me at the church and we can get these vamps out. Which is exactly what Damon wants, because he wants to get Catherine out, and he tried to get it with Emily Bennett. Emily Bennett was like, no, I won't do it. But now they're saying there's another way to get it out, which you had that prediction earlier that these vampires were still going to be released.
Oh, yeah.
So now you know there's another way, at least from Logan, which
we believe him?
Is he a reliable weatherman? We don't know.
No. He's forecasting all types of BS, right?
He says it's sunny, and then there's meteors, and we're all confused.
Logan pushes Damon, whooshes away, so Forbes thinks Damon's not a vamp. Damon is still being very convincing that he's not a vamp.
He's like, make it look real,
Yeah. Elena and Stefan in the escape, Ash.
I know.
Elena wants to be a writer, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan finds out Elena has a journal, too. Journal connection.
I know, but they didn't talk. They weren't like, journal buddies.
No, but you saw the gears turning in Stefan's mind.
Yeah.
I have a journal, too.
He's like, I got to go get that journal. I got to read it.
Yeah, whoosh. We see him just whoosh.
And he's like,
and he comes back, he's like,
He was speed reading.
Elena tells Stefan she loves him.
He starts crying.
But also, hey, it's been like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
This whole thing.
So when someone tells you they love you after 2.5 weeks, you cry and then you make love. Vampy love.
I'll follow those steps, I guess.
Okay.
Saltzman, Alaric, confronts Logan about Jenna. Okay, so Saltzman,
Alaric.
Alaric rolls up to the warehouse parking lot, and Logan does say, like, you're dumb for coming here, and we're like, uh-oh, Alaric is out of his league.
Right.
He's coming up here talking about Jenna, and he's just about to start beefing with this vampire who can suck his neck.
That's what you thought. I didn't think that.
Tables got turned pretty fast. Alaric had a little knifey-do.
It was a steak.
But it was metal, though, I thought.
No.
Okay, well, anyway, I know that he did stake him, but it looked like it was made out of metal. It looked like some kind of relic or something. It did.
I don't know. If you stab someone with a relic, would you just leave it in them and walk away?
Me personally?
Now you're making me challenge my memories if it is metal, but I'm like, it has to be wooden.
Yeah, so Alaric must be a vampire hunter or something, right? Because he wasn't rolling up to confront Logan about Jenna to stab a human man with a relic or a stake.
I mean, if you were a human man and you were going to stab another human man, you wouldn't have a stake-shaped item under your sleeve and stab them right in the heart and then see that they turn scary and they slowly walk away. So something is happening.
I would assume that would not be what I would do. Stefan and Elena, I'm having trouble saying that.
It's Stelena. That's their ship name.
Stelena are snuggling? Stelena is snuggling?
You missed a whole important part. When they start kissing and they get real hot and heavy and then Stefan starts getting H for B.
Yeah, I did have that in my notes, but I skipped it.
Oh, yeah. And then Elena's like, don't hide yourself from me.
Yeah.
Because she truly loves him. And
yeah,
then he
turns
turns around
vein eyes.
And he shows her his eyes, but he does not show her his fangs. But then as they keep kissing, he chillaxes, and then she brings him upstairs, and I was like, why is she leading him to his bedroom? I mean, I think it shows consent or whatever, which that's good. But even she says, like, 1 minute later, I've never been in your room. And so I'm like, how does she know where she's going? Tricky.
All good points.
She's assuming. But that was an interesting part. What did you think of that?
It's good.
Okay. When she's looking at his blood eyes, and then she's like...
Well, you got to be vulnerable.
Then she goes touching them and stuff.
Yeah, you got to be vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
So, some metaphors in there, I guess. He keeps his room the same, Ash. It's a constant for him.
Yeah.
When he goes off to Nollins. Or wherever he goes. Elena scopes out the room, for the first time.
All right. Stefan makes a fatal mistake here. He can whoosh so fast.
Yeah.
He couldn't whoosh to clean up his room before he had... with Elena?
Before he was intimate with her?
And then he knew Catherine's picture was out. He looks at it all the time. Damon looks at it all the time. He could have been like, what's the one thing I don't want her to see? This picture of Catherine.
Yes. And also, he could have whooshed to go get her that water, except for maybe if he whooshes with a glass of water in his hand, he spills it. Because he comes walking in, ripped and cut, no shirt, but with a little glass of water in his hand. He couldn't whoosh off to do that.
I feel like he probably doesn't want to do too many vampy things around her because he's trying to be, like, normal. You know what I do think happened in this scene when he walks back in with a glass of water? I think his muscles had makeup on them.
Oh.
To emphasize it. I think he's super ripped, obviously.
Yeah.
But it looked like his shadows in between his muscles were, like, unnaturally emphasized.
Well, hey, we're making a motion picture, Ash.
Yeah.
We're gonna emphasize some stuff.
I'm just saying.
If we're gonna put makeup on their faces, let's put it on their bods too. That's what I say.
Okay.
So, but what we're saying is, she sees Catherine for the first time.
Her picture.
She sees a picture of Catherine.
1864.
1864. This looks like me. This isn't a picture of when I went to a western town and got all dolled up and took a sepia-toned picture. I haven't done that.
Right.
I mean, I did that 10 years ago, but not...
In 1864.
No. So, I guess she's like, this dude's a freak.
All right.
He just likes girls who look exactly like me, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think I agree with her reaction. I feel like... so then she leaves when she sees it, and she leaves the vervain necklace right on top of the picture. And I'm like, why? So that he can come and make you forget?
Yeah, keep the necklace, but
if
also...
you're going to run away, keep the necklace. Or just stay there and be like, WTF.
Yeah, it was solely because they got to do that next episode.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying as the character, not a good choice.
Forbes finds Logan's body and victims. Says, thanks, Damon.
Damon's like, sure.
Stefan sees Elena has left. She escaped in the escape. Boom, boom. She hits somebody. Somebody's standing out in the middle of the road. She hits him or her. Flips the escape.
She gets in a serious crash.
Seems okay, though. Looks like the escape has good safety measures in place.
That's good to know.
She was wearing her seatbelt. All right. The person she hit crunches their bones back together. Like one of the Jabberwockies.
Yeah.
Did she hit one of the Jabberwockies, Ash? Is the first...
They have a kangaroo hat on? Is that what that's called?
A Kango?
Oh, yeah.
No. Jabberwockies wear like the white masks.
I know, but I feel like they had those hats, too.
I'm sure a Jabberwocky has worn a Kango, but like...
Kangaroo hat is what I just
There's a kangaroo on there. I hope Sam Jackson isn't listening to this.
Sorry, Sam. I mean, Mr. Jackson.
I hope that we don't... I'm wondering if we begin the next episode and the Jabberwockies are like dancing in the street like, oh, you hit one of us, but it's okay.
All right, what's your actual prediction?
It's got to be this naughty vamp.
Who?
I don't know.
Which vamp?
I don't know.
You said this naughty vamp, so...
It's got to be the naughty vamp that turned Logan, I'm thinking. Okay. I think that there's an outside element. I don't think it's Saltzman.
Alaric.
Logan is Dunzo McBunzo, right? It's not the bros. Lord knows it's not Lexi, R.I.P.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they're introducing new elements.
Okay. You can't say. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Okay. When you're doing a PD pod, there's got to be a game. Except for the times when we skip it.
Yep.
All right. Career day, Ash. Best jobs for monsters. You can pick the monster and then what job would be perfect for them. I got a couple, of course.
I know. Okay. I can literally only think of vampires.
Okay, well, what's a good job for a vampire?
A dentist.
Why?
Because they're really good at taking care of their fangs.
Do vampires floss?
Of course.
Okay.
They're going to have blood in people's flesh in their teeth and stuff.
Do you think they water pick?
Probably.
With blood?
Blood pick? Yeah.
They're like...
Clean my teeth and eating a snack at the same time.
Oh, I would love that. What if you could water pick with like a milkshake? That'd be cold. Too cold.
Too cold.
Too sweet. Okay.
Let's take turns. All right, you go.
Okay, for a Frankenstein's monster, electrician, you know you're not going to get shocked. In fact, if you get shocked, you're like, ooh, I feel good.
Yeah, you're like, great, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a monster and then I'll think of someone.
Bride of Frankenstein. Stay-at-home mom. Just kidding.
I said that you're supposed to give me the character and then I'll think of a job.
Okay. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Teacher. There's even a book called The Teacher from the Black Lagoon.
Beautiful. You could teach about algae, aquatic life.
And it rhymes. You can teach about rhyming words. Teach a creature.
Wolfman, dog groomer.
Okay.
Get a little... First of all, as a wolfman, you're really only turning into a wolfman every 2 weeks or so, right?
Yeah.
So in the meantime, hanging out with dogs.
That's fun.
And then when the moon is full,
you can
look in the mirror, give yourself a nice hairstyle.
Yeah, you're like, I know how to take care of myself.
Yeah.
I've been practicing for 2 weeks.
Take a big bath.
Yeah. No fleas. Okay, give me another one.
A witch.
I want to be like a maid because I have a broom.
Sure. And you could be like, you could walk into someone's house or hotel or whatever and be like, okay, we'll be done in 2 hours or whatever. And then just use magic and then just chill and look at your phone.
Yeah, that'd be good. Or they can, like, I was thinking a genie. I dream of genie. They can just bing and then put stuff back. That's good. So that would be good for cleaning as well.
Broom salesman as a witch. This one's good.
What else? What's another creature?
Mermaid. Water polo.
Okay, all right. Professional?
Is it professional water polo?
Well, you said it was a job. I'm trying to say it's a job, not a hobby.
Could be a jobby. All right, that was a great game. How many fangs, Ash?
I would say 1.5 fangs because it was too long to find the turning point in the episode.
Yeah.
But first love scene between Stelena is great.
That is a turning point for sure. You know what? I wrote down 1.7, but because of that consensual lovemaking scene, 1.69.
Perfect.
Pete-dictions.
Yes, that's my favorite part.
Alaric,
You said his name.
a.k.a. Saltzman. Vamp hunter.
Okay.
This grave under this cemetery
Under the old church.
potentially will be opened at some point.
You still think that? Okay.
And the person that Elena hit with her escape, her Ford Escape, her 2009 Ford Escape, one of the Jabberwockies, the very popular dance crew from America's Got Talent and many other
you didn't
venues.
even mention what the Jabberwockies were that whole time.
A very popular dance crew. They wear masks. They pop and lock, much like the vamp popped and locked.
You also predicted that your man Ty was going to be a werewolf because there was a full moon in one scene.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he is. He wasn't yet.
Are you saying that's a real Pete-diction or you were just thinking that's silly?
No, I don't know that there will be werewolves here.
Okay.
All right, here's a Pete-diction. If there are werewolves in this universe, it'll be a thing where Damon Grinch smiles and be like, yeah, I know a ton of werewolves. We used to party in Nolans or something like that, We used to go do some werewolf thing, There'll be some little quip about it, and it'll just be a toss-off. We won't see, someone transform into a full werewolf.
Okay.
Like how they were like, who'd they say they partied with? Bon Jovi?
Yeah.
Yeah, we partied with Bon Jovi. It'll be like, yeah, we went skinny dipping with some werewolves, and they were hairy or something like that.
Okay.
If you like the Vampire Diaries and or you are a young adult, you should check out my young adult book series, The Happenstances, at tinyurl.com/thehappenstances. For any questions or concerns, follow me at Peter L. Harmon on Twitter or Instagram. Ash isn't on Twitter. Good riddance.
I was never on it.
No, I know, but we should all get off there, I think. Unless you want to talk to me about Vampire Diaries. Or Instagram. Oh, yeah, she's private on Instagram, so if you have something to say to her that isn't weird, I'll tell her. I'll probably tell her the weird stuff, too. Or email thehappenstances@gmail.com. But don't tweet spoilers or you will get muted, not blocked. I need the follower count. And Ash, if you love the show, not you, I know you love the show, but you listening out there, if you love the show, leave us a review, Ash.
Yeah, review would be fun.
Rate and review. You can do it right there on Apple Pods. Or, I don't know, on Instagram
it's
or
so
whatever.
fast to click those 5 stars. Boom, takes 1 second.
Takes 1 second. Whatever app you're on, you can probably do it there. Also, you can go to ratethispodcast.com/ Vampety. Vampetey. Follow those instructions there. Easy as pie, Ash.
There we go. There's something that I wanted to promote as well.
Okay.
For the Happenstances series, you have 2 audiobooks. So if you're a fan of this man's voice right here, he is the auteur and the voice of the audiobook.
Author and narrator.
Author and narrator, yeah.
Uh-huh.
You gotta check him out. You can listen to Pete read you 2 books. It's great.
Yeah. Going on a road trip, staying inside your house forever.
Yeah.
You listen to me be like, talk about the pool and stuff.
I'm always nervous about listening to an audiobook because I'm like, oh, what's this person's voice going to sound like? But you already know. And if you're listening to this, episode 10, then you must like it. Check out the audiobook. They're great.
Love that. All right. And we end super quickly.
Bye.